Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jemima. Last week I uploaded a video on advice for 100 level medical students, and I asked my 100 level medic friends to tell me the videos that they really want me to upload, and this actually got one of the highest votes. So for those who do not know, in my school, hostel is compulsory for medical students, so my parents paid for school hostel and I stay in the school hostel. However, at the same time, I still stay off camp. Yeah, crazy. If you have not seen a tour of my school pre-clinical hostel, though, I'll put it up for you. For the tour of my school clinical hostel, I am yet to pack into the hostel fully. When I do, I'm definitely going to upload the video for you guys. If you've not seen my video on my packing from my pre-clinical lodge to my clinical lodge, I'll put the link up for you as well. So I have a fair share of both worlds. I've stayed in the hostel, I've also stayed off camp, so I can definitely tell you based on my own personal experience the pros and the cons of each. So this will definitely help any 100 level medic that is yet to start school or that is wondering which one would work for him or her. I hope that my experience would help you to make an informed decision. Let's start with positive energy before we go into negative energy. For the pros of staying in school hostel, the first advantage of staying in the school hostel is security. No matter what anybody tells me, there's this security that you enjoy when you are staying in the school hostel. If you're staying off camp, trust me, the school is not responsible for your security, the school is not responsible for your safety. But if you are staying within the school environment in the school hostel, the school definitely would have to account for your safety. This is one of my strongest points of staying in the school hostel because of where my school is, situated. It's not really a safe environment, so students that stay in the school hostel are relatively safer compared to those that stay outside. Another advantage I would say is information. God, when you stay in school hostel, that is where the information comes. You're able to get informed. Anything that happens, you're one of the first people to know. Trust me, staying in school hostel gives you access to legit information. Third point is closeness to school. Some hostels are actually trekkable, while some you have to probably use keke or taxi or whatever, and highest 15 naira. Some schools serve 30 naira or 20 naira. But if you stay off camp, which keke, which bike is going to carry you from your house off camp, outside school campus, into school for 30 naira or 20 naira? Some will not even accept 15 naira. So that closeness to school is king, in my own opinion. This now brings me into the fourth point, which is saving money on transport. God, my off-camp accommodation in my preclinical campus, I used to pay 15 naira, but anytime I sleep in the hostel, I just wake up, take my bath, freshen up and trek to school. So imagine spending 15 naira every day for 5 days in the week. That's 250 naira. Now count it in a whole month. That would have been money that I would have spent buying shawarma. So my point is, that money that you would spend on transport, you will definitely have to save it or use it for something else. Staying in school hostel cuts off that transport budget. Another pro of staying in school hostel is that you will learn how to deal with different kinds of people. This is particularly important for those who want to be a manager in the future. You cannot be a manager when you don't know how to deal with people. When you stay in the hostel, in school hostel, you will learn how to deal with different people, with their different trouble, with their different drama, with their different character. You will learn how to deal with it compulsorily. To me, it's a pro. When I lived in school hostel, my God, I really learned how to deal with different kinds of people without necessarily having to lash or shout or scream or get really upset. Another pro of staying in school hostel is that you'll be able to build relationships. You'll be able to make friends, lasting relationships that will last you a lifetime. Many relationships that people make in university is from their roommates or from their bunkmates. Building good relationships is one of the pros of staying in school hostel. Another pro of staying in school hostel is that you can meet up with whoever you want to meet up at any time. You can even go into your friend's room at 2 a.m. Like at any time, 1 a.m., 12 a.m., you have access to whoever it is that you want to have access to, as far as that person is also staying in the school hostel. To me, it makes so much sense. This is one of the strongest things that I miss so much about staying in school hostel. If I want to get any information from anybody and I'm trying to call the person on phone, the person is not picking, I can just walk down to her room and get whatever information I want, or if it is lecture notes I need, I can just walk down to her room and get the information. It is king, trust me. Then another, in fact, this is one of the strongest pros of staying in school hostel. If there's an emergency, you can always have access to help, especially for those who could be probably sick. I remember there was a time that I passed out in my lodge. I had a friend that could actually come down to help me out, and I was like, wait though, what if there was nobody that could come to my lodge to carry me to the hospital? That experience really made me to have a rethink about my decision to stay off camp, because if I had passed out in the hostel, obviously I would have had 1 million girls ready to rush me to the school clinic or ready to, help me out. That help, emergency help, when you need emergency help, my dear, if you stay off camp, it will be difficult for you to get it. So if you're someone who is prone to passing out or fainting or being sick, you may want to rather stay around people. You would want, even having a roommate, what if your roommate is not around? You get, so off camp just cannot help with a situation like this. When you need emergency help, staying in the hostel is definitely the best for you. Another advantage of staying in the school hostel is that you are not paying electricity bills, you are not paying water bills. Trust me, that extra money you're saving is definitely king. Another point I forgot to add is that staying in the hostel encourages teamwork. If you have assignments or if you have a group project, you guys can easily meet up and get it done. If you have study groups, you guys can easily meet up and discuss whatever topic. If you have a problem, there's any topic you can't understand, there is always a way out. You can always have someone help you out. If probably you're cooking and your Maggi has finished, or hostel life now, or if you come back from school so hungry, you can easily have someone to cook with. You can easily have someone give you food. But my dear, if you stay off camp, all those things, you are on your own. Now we have talked about the pros of staying in the hostel. Now let us enter the cons. People should not sacrifice me. This is based on my own personal experience, please. One, in fact, the strongest reason why I cannot survive in the hostel is privacy. God, you do not have privacy at all. No matter how much of a private person you are, you just have to share your space with not just someone, but people. Some hostels you have just a roommate, but guess what? That roommate will bring friends. And will you drive your roommate and her friends away? No, you cannot. You have to accommodate them. So to me, it's just that privacy. You can't have a private time to yourself. You can't have a private space to yourself. There will always be people coming into your space, this and this. And you cannot drive them away. It's a public space. Come on. To me, whatever disadvantage I'm going to mention here, this one supersedes it. If you're a very private person, you might want to invest in staying off camp. So guys, the rest of this video will be out by tomorrow. For my 100 level medics, please don't worry. This same week, by Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to upload YouTube channels that have helped me in 100 level physics, chemistry, and math. With that said, I remain your girl Jemima. See you tomorrow.